League review. I am your host, William, and today we are talking about LEC. And basically, this is going to be a super quick podcast because look over there. I was packing my suitcase and I was cleaning my room. As if you've noticed, my bed is never made because I'm a lazy piece of shit. But it's made because we have guests coming over, so I actually was forced to clean my room. Yeah, but yeah. So a friend's coming over tomorrow. Super Late Podcast was really busy packing, getting everything ready to go for the vacation. So unfortunately, it's going to be a very quick one. Just brief. Week 8, I went 8-2. Brian went 7-3. I messaged Brian. He should be giving me his picks eventually, like hopefully today, before we have the games, or he's disqualified and I automatically win. But yeah, he is currently 2 games ahead of me, so I have to try and do these picks blind because I need at least 2 games up on him this week, which is much better than NA where I was 9 games behind him going into the last week. So I think 2 games I can manage. I can manage looking for 2 upsets. So let's go. We're just doing predictions today, like, cause I gotta go to bed and get ready. Still gotta go to work tomorrow for half day, but then I've got a long day ahead of me with a drive and all that jazz. But in the meantime, we're just gonna do our predictions for week 9, and then immediately go into playoff predictions because if we do LEC Summer 2019, we're going to get how far in the playoffs are we going to go is basically what I'm asking. Predictions for the 23rd, so that's the first round. So yeah, we'll just do the first round of the playoffs. We'll guess it, and we'll go from there. Okay, so first, week 9, I got Vitality versus Misfits in game number 1. I'm going to go Vitality in that game. I don't think that's big enough to pull the upset there. Excel versus SK. SK is coming off a solid week. They very surprising. SK, how'd they do? I mean, they almost beat Splice. They choked against Splice and lost, and they beat Vitality. Excel did pretty well in the Fnatic and then lost Origin. So so I'm gonna go Excel. I think Brian is gonna go SK. That's my guess. Unless he didn't watch last week, which is always another possibility. But I'm gonna bet it on Excel. Splice versus Fnatic. I think I'm gonna go Splice this game. I think Splice is better than Fnatic. Personally, I think that they are just really, really good. Even though I can never spell their name correctly. What's the standings, by the way? Are they? Is this a battle? Is this the battle for second place? It is. Winner, essentially, depending on their final games, which is Splice versus Misfit should be an automatic win. Fnatic versus Rogue should probably be a win as well. So, barring no upsets in the last day, the winner of this game gets that very precious second seed where you get to face G2 and get 3-0'd by them, and then get to go again, try again to face G2 and get 3-0'd by them again. But yeah, and G2 has not officially sealed first place yet, but they probably will. They have to unless they lose to Shulka and Excel. So they'll probably clinch it like Team Liquid on the Saturday or the Friday, the first game of week 9, and then they'll do probably a TFT comp or something crazy like that. They did just sign Hafu, so that's cool. I'm super jealous. Next we had. Okay, let's go back to our games. Next we had Rogue versus Origin. Rogue looked really good in week 8. They looked really bad in game 1 against G2, but everyone looks bad. But then they looked really good against SO4. So this is kind of a toss-up. Let's see. Rogue would need this. This is a win to get into the playoffs. So I am going to go what I've been saying all along. I think Origin is going to miss playoffs, and so I'm going to go with that, and I'm going to stick with it until the end of the week. Because Rogue wins this against Origin. They already beat Origin once, so they then all of a sudden own the tiebreaker over them. And Vitality also it went 1-1 against Origin. Vitality went 1-1 against Origin, but Vitality just wins 1 game, and they have Misfits, so Origin would technically be or out of the playoffs. If Rogue wins this and Vitality's already beaten Misfits, Origin would technically be out of the playoffs on tiebreaker, and they'd be currently in 7th place. So SK's actually, they've moved up a lot. They had a good week. They won a game. So yeah, they're actually in 8th, and they're not mathematically out of it. Technically, they will be by the end of the week because they have to face G2. But no, they don't. Never mind. That was Excel has to face G2. But yeah, SK, they'll beat Excel. Wow. SK might be fighting for their playoff lie. God damn, SK pulls that off. That's very, very impressive. I don't want them to. I want them to go in 8th so I can be like, boom, instant called that in preseason. But damn, SK, if they can beat Excel in Origin this week, and Origin goes 0-2, and then Vitality would have to. No, Vitality doesn't matter. But if Rogue would have to lose to Fnatic, that's not insane. Then all of a sudden you have a 3-way tie at 7-9, and SK can have a shot in that. Cool. The EU does love the tiebreakers. Ugh, I do hate that I shaved my beard. It doesn't look good. I need to grow back. Anyway. Distracted. G2 versus SO4. And we're going to go G2. They're going to finish off the season strong, and then they're going to troll for the final game, but I think it won't matter. Next is Splice versus Misfits. I think Splice, after taking down Fnatic, they'll have the tiebreaker over them. They'll automatically clinched, but I think that they'll still be able to get right through Misfits, just in case. Just in case. This is a safety bet through there. This is the one I'm going to take because I know Brian is... Okay, so sweet. I just got Brian's picks. So I can cheat now. I can see these are all my. We know I've done 7. Okay, I'll do all 10, and then we'll see. And if I don't have one, if I don't have enough different, I'll change one because I'm a cheater. He doesn't watch the podcast. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. But yeah. So next game, SO4 versus Vitality. Think who's this game matter for? This game could matter for Vitality. It won't matter at all for SO4. So I'm gonna keep my bet safe and pick for the team that it does matter for. Always pick for the team that has something to play for, because teams that don't have anything to play for really can't get motivated. G2 will have nothing to play for, but neither will Excel, so they'll just win off raw talent of complete trolling. I'd expect G2 to completely troll this game. And then final game, Fnatic over Rogue is totally a normal pick. And let's see what Brian has. Let's go through his predictions. He has Vitality. He has Excel. Damn it, he didn't watch the games. I know he didn't. Splice. We have Origin. Okay, so we have a difference. Woo! Thank God. Origin. Okay, he has G2. He has Splice. And he has Origin. Okay. Origin. OG. I think I spelled it wrong in those, so we're just going to go OG. So we do have 2 different here. Oops, IG. OG. And SO4. Oh, he has SO4 over Vitality. Okay, we have 3 different. G2 and Fnatic. So we have 3 different picks there. And I didn't change them all, so I didn't cheat. So as long as Origin goes 0-2 this week and Vitality beats SO4, then I should be all good. Well, I'm going to make a cheat. I'm going to make a little cheat here. And we're going to change... Because right now I have 3 games different. And if I have just 1 wrong, I still lose. So why risk 3 opportunities to be wrong instead of just 2? So we're going to go... We're going to go SK in this game here. Which actually gives us a 4. But I'm okay with that because now I can lose 2 games. I can lose a game and still... move or tie him in the standings. I'm okay with moving SK to beat us Excel. That's all I need. That's not that crazy, I don't think. I don't think that's a major change in my predictions, but we're going to do it. But yeah, so that will be the picks for the Week 9 playoffs. Or Week 9 season. Playoffs, on the other hand, so we're going to just do what we do. Usually we're going to have... We only have to do round 1. We're assuming G2 moves on. We can't assume anyone else. So Splice... Oopsies. Splice over all. This is not counting G2. Let me put quarterfinals here. Splice over all in the quarterfinals. Fnatic over all but Splice, but they won't face each other, so it doesn't matter. SO4 over all but Splice slash Fnatic, and Origin, SK, Rogue. Who else is here? Is that it? I think that might be it. But let's check just to make sure. Origin, SK. Oh, Vitality, duh. Vitality. No, let's put Vit over Rest. OG, SK, Rogue, lose to all. How about that? There we go. That's our playoff predictions. But with that, we will be ending the podcast already. I know that was really, really short, but I got a good bed already. It's super sorry about that, but just was super busy packing and everything and didn't have time to actually start the podcast on time. Anyway, thank you guys for coming to watch, and we will see you the 26th for NA to discuss the end of the NA season. So then we'll join you 27th to discuss Korea finals, Korea finals. 28th to discuss LMS finals. 29th to discuss EU. We will be discussing round 2, round 3 in the finals. And then we will be discussing on that Friday all of the wild card finals, like all the playoffs. Like they'll pretty much all be done there. We haven't done wild card in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, so that'll be interesting. And then on Sunday we'll be discussing pretty much all of the finals for China. So it's pretty much just finals and wrap up podcast from here on out. And then once we have that, we'll do Worlds podcast, and then that will be it for this year. So anyway, thank you guys. Appreciate you guys watching, and we will see you next week, or not even next week. 10 days from now, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days from now. So see you then. Good night, guys, and take care for the 11 days.